Hey love bugs, welcome back to the channel. It's Love Sims here, and today we are back with a little bit of a different kind of video. This is going to be an introduction to a remixed legacy challenge that I originally created with a friend of mine several years ago. We both kind of initiated it on our channels, but we didn't really follow through. And several years later, I've never forgotten about it. I feel like it's a really good challenge, but I wanted to remix it a little bit. And so I ended up with Love's Playlist, a visual album legacy challenge. So it says, Love's Playlist, a visual album legacy challenge rules, originally created and written by lovesimsyt, aka me, and Pixelated Twix. Just wanted to give her props, her shout out, her credit, and it has been remixed by me. So it says Love's Playlist, a visual album, is a 10 generation Sims 4 legacy challenge that explores the symphony of emotions and attitudes that shape our connections to love, life, and family. Each generation embodies a different track on the album with unique approaches to relationships and their potential consequences. Using rich storytelling and varied gameplay, you'll navigate the spectrum of love's light and shadow as you guide each generation through their aspirations, careers, and personal goals. For an even richer experience, an accompanying Spotify playlist, there's the link, and it is recommended for 18 and up for profanity, offers a musical journey through each generation's theme. So if we continue on down, it kind of tells you about the setup and your founder. You must begin your challenge as a young adult and can have any traits outside of the ones required for the first generation. When selecting your house, you may use the cheat free real estate on for your very first house, but you must take your money down to 1,800 simoleons once you've moved in. If you'd like to make the challenge harder for yourself, you may purchase a blank lot and set your household funds to zero. At any point in the challenge, you may move houses. Okay, now let's begin. So, Generation 1 in the sim that we're going to be following today is going to be Safety Net. This is our first track on the album, and it is originally by Ariana Grande featuring Ty Dolla Sign, and this is going to be our insecure lover. So the theme connection is this generation seeks a safety net in love, desiring security and stability. The storyline, it is said that true love comes when you least expect it, and this is especially true for your legacy founder. So you can build on that. These storylines are just kind of meant to be guidelines, and you can build your story, your own personal story off of that. So that's something else that I really love about this legacy challenge. It is definitely open to major storytelling. It kind of gives you guidelines, but then it leaves it open to you. It is a starter canvas. So for this generation, your required traits are unflirty and genius. You must complete the computer whiz aspiration. You must complete the tech guru career and enter the freelance programming career. And you must obtain the retrading potion from the reward store and change the unflirty trait, and you must marry your best friend. So, before I introduce you to our sim for Generation 1, I'm just going to go ahead and read through the entire challenge. So, next up, we have track 2 or Generation 2, and the song that we are featuring is Thank You Next by Ariana Grande. And this is going to be our independent lover. Your theme connection is this generation embodies the thank you next attitude, moving on from failed relationships and prioritizing independence. The storyline, hopeful after seeing your mother slash father, your father's marriage, you embark on your own quest for love. However, you aren't so lucky. After several failed relationships, you decide to vent your frustrations about love through writing. Focusing on yourself and your career and feeling empowered by your following, you decide you're an independent sim and can raise a child on your own. For this generation, your required traits are creative. You can choose the following two. Um, You must complete the best selling author aspiration. You must complete the writer career or enter the freelance writer career. You must have 3 failed relationships. You must publish 3 bestseller books about your sorry exes. You must adopt a child. Options for strict bloodline law. Obtain a baby via science baby, or you can have a friend donor. Um, then we have Generation 3, and the track for Generation 3 is Needed Me by Rihanna. And this is our unconventional lover. So, the theme connection is this generation explores unconventional relationships and rejects societal norms, embodying the idea of a partner who believes they were needed. The storyline, learning about your mother/father's heartache and after heartache, you decide there are just too many fish in the sea to settle. Instead, you decide to explore your options and exact a little revenge in the process. Your required trait is ambitious. You can choose the following 2. You must complete the serial romantic aspiration. You must complete the style influencer career, trendsetter branch, and you must have an unplanned pregnancy. Track number 4. One Plus One by Beyonce. This is the devoted lover. Theme connection. The generation centers on deep commitment and the idea of 2 people becoming one, symbolized by 1 plus 1. The storyline, growing up, you really wanted a family with brothers and sisters, and most of all, your mom and dad. Determined to have the traditional family, you decide to have a large family. Required traits, romantic. You must complete the big happy family aspiration. You must live primarily off the previous generation's money. You can have a freelance career or collect to earn extra money. And you must always have only the cheaper furnishings. I'm not going to say cheapest, but cheaper. So nothing too expensive. Keep it on the low end of things, okay? Generation 5, it says our track is A Moment for Life by Nicki Minaj featuring Drake, and this is our opportunist lover. The theme connection this generation is driven by a desire for wealth and luxury, aiming to marry for money or status and achieve a moment for life of opulence. The storyline, growing up on a budget, you realize love doesn't always pay the bills. Not only that, but you've always been drawn to the finer things. You crave luxury, and you'll do whatever it takes to get it. Required traits, materialistic and snob. You must complete the mansion baron aspiration, must complete the business career, and you must marry for money. Once you're married, cheat the romance bar back down to friends, or simply fail to complete any romantic actions. Then we have Generation 6, or track number 6 on the album, and it is Good Life by Kanye West. This is our scared to commit lover. So, the theme connection for this generation is they're just scared to commit. The storyline, realizing your mom and dad only married for your dad/mom's money and seeing their marriage deteriorate caused you to develop a fear of commitment. You can maintain a long term relationship, but when the subject of marriage comes up, you get uncomfortable. Required traits, non committal. Must complete the fabulously wealthy aspiration, must complete the athlete career, and your sim must never, ever marry. Generation 7, Upgrade You by Beyonce. This is our perfectionist lover. It says this generation values outward appearances. The storyline, being from a well known family, you always had to be on your best behavior. This led you to value outward appearances, despite whatever was really going on within the home. Required traits, self assured and outgoing. You must complete the successful lineage aspiration. You must live in the city. You must complete the politician career, and you must marry and have 2 children. Generation 8, Bloom by Aquila, the nurturer lover. Theme connection, this generation focuses on creating a loving and supportive environment where family can bloom. The storyline, growing up, you hated that your family never actually talked about anything. You resent your parents for never being emotionally available. Your only real friend was your nanny, and she was a bit of a free spirit. Loving her confidence and caring nature, you decide to abandon the prestige of your name and venture out away from the city. Your required traits, vegetarian vegetarian, and loves the outdoors. You must complete the super parent aspiration, you must complete the gardening career, and you must have an eco friendly house. Generation number 9, Golden by Jill Scott, the self assured lover. Theme connection: this generation is self assured and confident. The storyline: appreciating your parents' love for nature. Well, more so your nanny, appreciating your nanny's love for nature and the world around her, you decided to actually explore it. Your required traits are childish and foodie. You must complete the curator aspiration. You must register with the Ministry of Labor as an artifacts collector, and you must complete the postcard collection. And then finally, the last song on the album, but not the least, is As by Anthony Hamilton and Marsha Ambrosius, the timeless lover. So as you know, As is um by these two is actually Stevie Wonder's song. I love both versions, but this version has the intensity that I wanted for the final track on the album. So that's why I went with this. But I do want to acknowledge that they are basically doing a remake of Stevie Wonder's song with the same title. So, anyways, it says, theme connection: this generation seeks a love that endures as time itself, focusing on legacy and lasting connection. The storyline: you admire your parents' love for travel and culture, but you just want to settle down and grow old with someone. Your required traits are perfectionist. You must complete the freelance botanist aspiration. You must live on a farm. You must marry your childhood friend, and you must have 3 children. Thanks. So to clear it up, to wrap it up, excuse me, I'm getting ahead of myself. To wrap it up, it just says, thanks for embarking on the 10-track playlist. We hope you've enjoyed exploring the diverse facets of love and family, and that this challenge has inspired you to create your own unique stories in The Sims 4. Happy simming. So really quickly, I'm going to flip over to the Spotify playlist just so you'll know what it looks like whenever you click the link and it loads up for you. Give me 1 second. Okay, guys. So basically, whenever you click the link, this is what it will look like for you. I don't think it'll have, of course, it'll be your custom playlist over to the side, but this is the image. It'll be the same image from the challenge that you'll see. And as you can see, it is a 10-track list totaling in 39 minutes and 38 seconds. So I hope you guys enjoy it. I will leave a link to the challenge in the description box below, but now we're going to flip over to The Sims 4 and I'm going to introduce you to our Generation 1 founder. All right, guys, so here we are finally in cast, and I'm super excited to get started on this legacy. I am becoming a firm believer. I've always believed that everything has a season, but as I get older and as things progress, I'm learning that there really is a time for everything. Because when me and my friend created this challenge, it was an amazing challenge then, but this remix has really taken it up a level. It's just elevated it. And so I'm really feeling excited about this. I feel like it's the perfect time, and it's just, this is the time for Love's playlist. So, this is our sim. This is Skylar Rosewood, and we're starting out with the required roles. So her aspiration is to be a computer whiz. She has the genius and unflirty traits, which are required by Generation 1. And then I also chose the geek trait because it went with her personal backstory, which I'll get into a little bit more once we actually get into the game. But right now, I just wanted to kind of show you her in her outfits. I think she is so adorable. I love that I'm having to kind of play with Sims and wardrobes and things that I don't typically go for. So she has a certain look for her to go along with her career choice. And it's just a very techie kind of girl, and I love it. So she likes her basics, her comfy clothes, her minimal, she's very minimal like that. So this is her everyday one. She has so many outfits, you guys. I'll just show you a couple. So this is her everyday too. Now this is when she has to kind of go into the office and maybe do like a presentation or something. I understand the shirt is a little risque, but you got to add a little sexy to the career. You know, we can't be too boring. So that's that look. Then we have this one, which is more of a chill day in the office. Maybe she's running around doing like maintenance or some kind on computers. I don't know, but it's just a more chill, relaxed look. I absolutely love it. And then we have this one. This is very spot on. I feel like maybe this is when she's out of the office and she's like maybe meeting with clients and she still wants to be pre- presentable but comfortable at the same time. And then this is just her kick it, like everyday kick it.
Ooh.
Her vibe when she's not at work or on the clock. So then we have her formal wear. I'm just gonna show you this one. Probably the first outfit for the remaining categories. This is her fitness one. Sleep. Party. I love this. This is giving me Aaliyah vibes. I don't know why. This outfit was a complete accident and I fell in love with it, y'all. This looks so good. Tell me she doesn't look like she's about to dance in a video or something, like in
Hmm.
the 2000s, like early 2000s. Then we have her swimwear, her hot weather, which is very similar to her first outfit, so I might have to change this. I think it's the same tank top, just in a different color. So we might have to change that. And then finally, this is one of her cold weather outfits. I truly, truly love this.
Hmm.
So she's mostly blacks, whites, grays. You'll see in her likes and dislikes. She has a lot of them, but she has a lot of dislikes too. But she likes white, black, gray, homebody sims, small talk, video gaming, deep thoughts, writing, basics fashion, stories, polished fashion, basics decor. And then she
Oh.
dislikes egotistical sims, malicious interactions, arguments, potty humor, deception, argument of sins, and gossip. So now we're going to go ahead and go into the game. So the way that I decided to do this, I'm kind of going the route of um picking like the free real estate on version, but I'm living in a residential rental. So we're gonna pick, I think this was the apartment that I decided I wanted to move into. Um, where is she? Hold on, let me get her and we'll actually move her in. So we're moving into Creekwind Apartments. We're going to be on the top floor and we want the Garden Essence apartment. So let me go ahead and hit confirm. Um, our daily rent is 88 simoleons, but I mean, that might change depending on once I put the furniture in. I forgot to go in and actually give her, um, I'm sorry guys, I'm getting distracted here. I forgot to go in and give her apartment the basic amenities, but I guess since she has all that money, we'll go ahead and just furnish it ourselves. But if we're doing that, then I don't know. I might drop them in real quick and then come back to you guys. But what I do want her to do is go shopping for her apartment. So we are on the top floor. This will be our apartment. I definitely want to switch this up a little bit because the floors are just too dirty. Like, I wanted this to look like apartments that have been here for a while, but this just looks, ugh, it's just too dirty for me. I don't like it. This looks so much better in the summertime when I was building this, and the neighborhood isn't completely fleshed out either, so I will get that fixed. But yeah, that's that. Actually, I think I'm gonna stop this. Okay, guys, I'm sorry. I thought we were gonna go ahead and start recording some gameplay today, but I need to finish doing some more setup. I'm not ready to reveal the gameplay portion of it yet. I did want to get the introduction to the challenge out, and if you want to get started on it, you can. That way you can play along with me, or you can start on your own. That's fine. We will get a gameplay video out pretty quickly, but I do want to set up just a little bit more before I come back to you guys. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up here. I hope you guys enjoyed this little introduction. I hope you're just as excited to see us play through it, and I hope you're excited to try it for yourself. If you do decide to try it for yourself, let me know down in the comments, tag me, whatever you need to do, because I would love to see what you guys do with it, the Sims you create for it, the stories that write for your founding Sims. So be sure to say something in the comments, and I will be sure to check it out and maybe even give you a shout out in future gameplay videos. But that's going to be it from me. I will talk to you guys in the next one. And till next time, guys. Bye.